Welcome to Elon Musk's Signal channel. Following the success of Flight 4 in early June, SpaceX is actively preparing Ship 30 and Booster 12 for Flight 5, scheduled to launch later this summer. All of this is happening amidst the incredible development of infrastructure at Starbasse, including new office buildings and the initiation of the second tower. Despite Starbasse recently enduring severe weather conditions, namely a tropical storm, SpaceX continues construction operations, demonstrating commendable perseverance. Now let's embark on a journey to explore the real-time developments at the future construction site. Our first stop is the Star Factory construction area, where specialized hanging hook systems are being installed. Designed to coordinate with the vertical crane inside the factory, these hooks will play a crucial role in transporting large-scale components. This will certainly be a significant improvement, greatly reducing the workload for the technical team, replacing labor-intensive manual movement processes. Just a few weeks ago, we witnessed the installation of the vertical crane system firsthand. Now, the presence of these giant hooks is a grand testament to SpaceX's outstanding progress within Star Factory. Ship 30 continues its upgrades, preparing for Flight 5. Currently, with most of the old tiles removed, similarly sized new tiles are being installed on Ship 30. As previously shared, engineers have started installing thermal insulation layers and new Starbrick 2 panels. At the rear control surfaces, the new thermal insulation layer has been completed. Primary purpose of this layer is to protect the main structure or body of the spacecraft from damage. In the event of thermal tile detachment in this area, the ablative thermal material layer will burn away, simultaneously absorbing plasma heat, thus safeguarding the spacecraft's primary structure. This is the core operating mechanism of ablative thermal materials, single-use, but highly effective as a final defense layer. Currently, SpaceX engineers are focusing on reinforcing critical areas, excluding complex wing hinge point. According to analysis from the fourth test flight, this could be the location of a mishap, although direct observation of Booster 12 undergoing construction inside the megabay is not possible due to its closure for a period. Booster 14.1, a brand new test stand at Starbasse, is serving as a substitute for Booster 12. Recently, Booster 14.1 underwent a can crusher test at Massey's to confirm the durability of the lift points and hold-downs on the mini thrust assembly. These hold-downs are crucial components in the chopstick system, a mechanism for grasping and guiding the Super Heavy rocket onto the launch mount. The Booster 14.1 test stand was relocated from Massey's facility on June 21st. Surprisingly, its destination was the launch pad. Just hours after relocation, Booster 14.1 arrived at the launch pad and was lifted onto the OLM launch mount by the GMK 7550 crane. SpaceX is likely planning to utilize Booster 14.1 to conduct additional rocket-catching tests for Starship 5, simulating the role of Booster 12. Specifically, SpaceX may perform two types of rocket-catching simulations. First, simulating rocket-catching procedures immediately upon landing, which is a safer approach. Second, SpaceX may deploy a drop test to evaluate the chopstick system's rocket-catching capabilities. Unlike the safe approach simulation, this scenario involves directly dropping Booster 14.1 onto the open chopstick system. Subsequently, Booster 14.1 will be released in a controlled manner with integrated rail bars on the chopsticks absorbing impact forces and slowing the descent speed. The LR-11000 crane, a ground-operated heavy lift device, will play a role in elevating the Booster 14.1 test tank to a specific height. This drop test process simulates real-world scenarios where the booster touches the chopsticks during rocket catching, thereby providing real data on the load-bearing capacity and system response. This is considered a significant step in refining SpaceX's ambitious Super Heavy rocket-catching process. Additionally, it reveals Super Heavy's resilience in case factors do not unfold perfectly. Ultimately, the test provides real-world data on the rocket-catching process, helping SpaceX accumulate experience and better understand the capabilities of the chopstick system before its official deployment on Flight 5. At the launch site, a brand new tower is rising. Earlier in the year, piles were drilled deep into the rock bed beneath Starbasse to supplement this new construction. 4 steel corner pieces have been installed. The exterior walls between each corner are beginning to be put up and welded together. Once the walls are up, this section of the tower will be filled with concrete, solidifying it into place. Additionally, long sections of rebar are being drilled deep into the foundation and then re-solidified around the new tower, adding to the structure of the site. The CC8800-1 crane is being assembled ahead of the tower stacking. This crane will go through multiple phases, first being the addition of a boom. They will then attach the boom to the crane and later a jib to the boom to lift the tower section. Then more pieces will be added to the crane to lengthen it over time so it can reach the top of the second 146-meter tower. The orbital launch pad B will have its OLM facing towards the south. Design for the new OLM is currently unknown, but major changes are expected to be made from the original. Its construction is expected to begin at Sanchez in a few months. Currently, the Sanchez construction site is focusing on preparing the tower segments that will be deployed to the launch site. 7 tower pieces are nearly ready to be stacked, with only small additions like plumbing left to be included before transport. The final 2 tower segments and the new chopstick arm will soon be transported from Roberts Road at Cape Canaveral, Florida. However, due to the impact of a tropical storm, their deployment may be slightly delayed from the original schedule. Between Sanchez and the production site is the new parking garage. This structure has the entire exterior completed, with only the interior requiring additional work. Concrete is being poured on the ground floor of the garage, and finishing touches such as lights still need to be added. Once this garage comes online, it will be open to all SpaceX employees, creating safer road conditions along Highway 4. Mega Bay 2 has received many useful upgrades. It is now attached to the Star Factory, meaning that any ring sections to be stacked will no longer have to leave the factory. Also, Mega Bay 2 is currently gaining permanent work platform. This will reduce the time spent building scaffolding around each of the vehicles prepared in the building. On the adjacent side of the Star Factory from Mega Bay 2, SpaceX's new office building is being constructed. The footprint already completed. The first walls have begun to go up on the north side of the building, and all of the flooring has been installed. Once completed, the office building will be attached to the Star Factory, allowing workers to walk the entire way from the office building to Mega Bay 2 without ever stepping outside. Here are the most important highlights regarding developments at Starbasse. We can see SpaceX accelerating preparations for the upcoming Flight 5, demonstrating the company's determination to conquer space. Our channel will always accompany you, bringing the latest updates on SpaceX and new discoveries in the aerospace field. Thank you for following along. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications to await more interesting videos on the Elon Musk Signal channel. Goodbye for now, and see you again.